You are the toxic, hostile work environment. And
the problem
the rest of us are sick of it.
Funny, and you know what's funny, and this is great when you look at it, if you look at it generationally and like things that have influenced. Can't we all kind of say that Disney's been a huge part of that? Just think about it.
I mean, Disney's
think
always
about the older
Disney's
movies.
always been doing some shady shit.
But but think about the movies. You know what I mean? A Bug's Life, for instance. What was that? To show that a collective that could get together to go against a force, kind of like the government, and kind of like change their stars and make shit different for them.
But I think that
You know
was
what I mean?
commie propaganda.
No, I know, but it's kind of like
Seize the means of production, ants.
yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It's the same idea. Like that was a positive notion that influenced strength into people. You know what I mean? Like you got to take into account how a kid perceives these things. They look at that and like, yeah.
Well, I take that as some of these non-woke employees that complain over hostile work
But
environment.
that's the point I'm making now, is what they've been putting out now. How
Oh,
like, there's nothing
the
even
movie-
remotely real life oriented.
The movie that nobody ever heard of, that they're blaming men for failing, it's like Turning Red or whatnot, about some fucking woman's first period. I don't really know, but
I
they're
saw the movie and I didn't think about that. That's
But-
funny.
but they're fucking blaming men for its failure, and I've like never heard of this bitch.
Dude, it's fucking funny. It's a good kids movie, man. And like, now that you say it, that comes to mind as a possibility. You know, when you're watching it with children, the first thing I'm not thinking about the little Disney girl having her period. That's not what's coming.
My
to
point
mind.
wasn't if it was a good movie or a bad movie. My point was that men are not the ones reason why it didn't do
No,
good.
But think about it. I don't know. It was a weird. It was a good movie. I can't even say it wasn't.
There are
It was
women
really-
that hated that movie, and there are men that liked that movie. That means it's not men that made that movie shit.
No. It has nothing to do with any of the above. The point of the matter is the movie is about some chick who turns into some. They call it the red bear, but I think it's just a giant red raccoon. That's just me. It does look cuddly. I'm not gonna lie. Now, all of the other females in the family have also had this, as they say, the family curse because somebody invited whatever.
Yeah,
But it's not like that. It's like one of those stories, like all of the people end up taking off their little bracelet or necklace or whatever they had the essence saved into through some voodoo shit, right? Now, towards the end of the movie, they all break their thingies, and like one of them is the super mega panda. And like, you know, stadium crushed by feet size super mega panda. Like,
I
that's
really
size.
don't care about
And then but then the end of the movie, you have the choice, and all the other women went back to normal, and like, because you could go between the panda or a regular person, so it was like a superpower. So
I know how.
But I'm just saying. Like,
I know how that works.
No, but that's not what it was.
But
Like,
that's
it
what
was
it is.
But no, I'm just saying. But
That
the
is that is the message of the story. That is the intended Disney writer fucking development message. It is a story about a woman's first period.
That's awful. Then that bitch, dude. Then that's fucked up because that woman, she must have had some fierce periods, bro. Because that shit was unreal.
And I know that it's the story about
Unless it was
that
menopause,
because
so
it didn't look good, right?
I guess I don't know.
It didn't do really good.
I think it was.
A lot of people that seen it thought it was right. It's Pixar. It's
But I was
like
watching
whatever.
it with children's, you
Like
know,
I said,
look
if
at
it's a
different
good,
perspective.
like I said, if it's a good story, and it just happens to be about that, I don't give no fucks. But it's like it didn't do good, and then they blamed men, and that's how I know it was about a period because that was what they said. They were like, men fucking hated it because how dare they make a fucking story for young girls and men. So.
Perceive it that way. I'm sorry they had to ruin my view. I like the movie, and now it's like,
Male experience that actually watched it, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
I liked it. I had no problem with it. It was alright. It was a fucking cute kids movie. Like, what the fuck?
I like.
Now you're gonna tell me it's a period, and now I'm like, fuck, that made it weird.
Well, that's what the left does. They make it weird, and we're gonna leave you with that.
Alright, guys. Just remember, whenever you're watching Disney movies, just do yourself a favor and avoid social media for as long as you want to appreciate said movies.
And we'll see you next time. At some point.